Lost Book Odyssey, Wrath of the Gods, by Jacob Sellian. As Dawn with her rose-red fingers took her place on her throne once more, Odysseus gathered his men and ordered that they load up and leave their precious island of refuge. All the while, Athena took her seat amongst the council of gods and fell into a sleep vaster than that of the underworld. In her throne arose two writhing versions of the gray-eyed goddess. In an instant, they started to bicker like mortal men. The first pushed down the steely-eyed one's awesome child Tilce onto an abandoned island. The second flashed back and created an invisible island. Finally, while the second was midway through creating a huge pit for Athena's puppet Odysseus to fall through, the first sent a wind to sweep the charts off of the willy one's boat. Poor Odysseus was swept abroad by an awesome wave and was dumped onto an island with a monster that not even the bravest men could have defeated. It was 5 men high and 3 abroad. Its jaw sent a shiver even down Odysseus's spine. This monster made the crown upon Hades' head look weak and insignificant. It was whiter than the sun above and fiercer than Ares himself. Odysseus, fearing for his life, ran at the monster and found its weakness. It didn't possess any physical ability at all, and in one swipe, Odysseus gashed the poor thing's eye out open and set about brutally murdering it. All the while, Athena, breaker of men, slept in a coma, crying her eyes drier than the sands of the desert island Shima, where she had lost her monster daughter Tilce. Odysseus, shocked at his sudden burst of power, ordered his men to rebuild their boat and bed down for the night. As the council of gods adjourned, Zeus tried to wake Athena up with smooth, caressing words to no avail. Words of good things to come, words that would have killed mortal men in revelation. Words so smooth, the silk upon Athena's body wilted and fell around her like dust. But even those words could not touch the goddess, for she was lost in slumber. As Dawn with her rose-red fingers reached up into the sky once more, Odysseus roused his crew to hoist anchor and lean their backs into the oars, for they had the wine-dark sea of Thadron to cover that day. The back-breaking work carried on without avail until an island was spotted. The crew, consumed in their relief, jumped ship and sunk in the invisible island. Odysseus, heart-stricken for his crew, dropped anchor and sacrificed his best sheep for the gods, then retired to his quarters. As Dawn with her rose-red fingers rode into the day, Odysseus woke to find that a ferocious wind had cleared his deck of all of the charts for his journey home. The sly one was beginning to falter in his step and had become wary of foul play of the gods. He then dropped to his knees and prayed, "Why would the almighty Zeus bring fate so terrible to an innocent man of my stature?" His prayer was answered by an eagle sweeping down from the sky and clinging fast to the hard-willed one's mast. Odysseus cried up to the heavens and immediately slaughtered his best ram and poured out liberations to the gods. Zeus, in all of his splendor, and upon receiving Odysseus's prayer, dashed to Athena and desperately tried to wake her up, but still no luck even for the king of gods. The high and mighty one called a meeting. "My fellow gods, you may be aware that Athena, my beloved daughter, has fallen into a coma and is feverishly trying to kill Odysseus. I need your help to wake her." "Zeus, king of all gods, why would I help? I need the man dead anyway," bellowed Poseidon. "Listen to me, fellow gods. Let's see if this puny mortal can survive the onslaught of a god." And so the meeting of gods was adjourned. Odysseus was pleased with the portent of good luck, and his day was blessed by the gods, for just abroad a massive pit appeared, reaching to swallow any unwary traveler. Some god must have diverted his track just shy of the mighty beast. Odysseus's back was starting to ache with the pains of the 12 lost crewmen when he stumbled upon a deserted island. His fast ship was quickly washed up on the rocks as sharp as an ox bone, but witty Odysseus was able to jump ship onto this lonely island. He bedded down and slept like a bear in winter. As Dawn with her rose-red fingers mounted her throne, noble Odysseus rose from his deep slumber in a world of pain. He called out, "People native to this land, I am a beaten and weary traveler, searching for him that will give me shelter." As if the gods had answered his prayer, the old wise one had his vision filled with the sight of an awesome house. Odysseus fell to his knees and cried, "Zeus, king of gods, I shall mount a temple filled with treasures of joy. But who shall I find in residence of this wondrous house?" At that moment a beast appeared. He was darker than Nyx, the goddess of night, and eviler than Cronos himself. He had a pose that rivaled that of Zeus, the high and mighty one. "The one you shall find is a monster capable of destroying any man who dares cross his path." Odysseus then dropped in prayer to the gods. "Zeus, in your everlasting glory, grant me victory, and the feasting shall never stop for you." With this, Odysseus then drew his sword, and he met the beast's claws in midair. Odysseus punched the beast in the eye and sent him running. "I'm undefeatable, and thou art crazy to take me on. Say, what is your name?" questioned the beast. "The name of your champion is Zeus," replied witty Odysseus. Then the beast summoned his blind followers that would have swarmed Odysseus if not for his cunning. "Men, Zeus is attacking me!" cried the beast. At this they all scattered, and then Odysseus lashed out and killed the beast. The strength that Odysseus had summoned to kill the beast had given Zeus an idea. He pulled his one and only master lightning bolt out and strode over toward Athena's two clashing spirits. With all the strength in the world, Zeus summoned the council of gods for his audience. "Gods, give me your blessing to harm our sister Athena. Please, Zeus, we give you our blessing. Just don't kill her," chorused the gods. With that, Zeus took his awesome bolt and struck the two spirits with it and pinned them back into the body of Athena. With all of that power, Athena sprang to life and instantly slumped back down with the electrical sparkle gone in her eyes. "What have I done? I must restore it, Athena," he exclaimed. She sprang into action, giving Odysseus a stiff wind and pushing him on towards Aeolus' magnificent island. It was at that moment that Odysseus knew that he had no control over where the wind was taking him. He shut his eyes in terror, and Athena bestowed sleep upon him. As he awoke, his crew was busy bustling around the boat preparing to land at Aeolus' island. Though it seemed a dream, stubborn Odysseus knew what he had seen was real, and didn't speak of it until after landfall in Ithaca.